Hello, this is Mrs. Davis. This is AP Calculus. This is lesson 7.3 on slope fields, and this is video 1. So today we're going to talk about something kind of new, well, probably really new, but we've talked about that a differential equation is a family of graphs. You can have the general solution to a differential equation, or the particular solution if you're given a point. So what slope fields are they are graphs of all the family members of a differential equation. And so you can see here that this is a family of differential equations, and if you add a c like -1, it would be here, and then -2, it would be there, and so on. So this is a way to help you visualize. It's a graphical representation to visualize the family of solutions to a differential equation. Okay, so we want to learn how to graph a slope field, and this first example is what a slope field looks like. And I'm going to actually show you how to get a slope field on your calculator. Well, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you. So you're going to have to be able to graph your own slope fields. That's coming up, but I'll show you how, or I'll tell you how to do it on your calculator. So I'm going to just do it at my C here. Excuse me. The first thing you want to do is go to a graph page, okay? A graph page. And then, let's see, you want to do menu. So then you go to menu 3 for graph entry edit. And then you choose, the third step is select 8. So if you go down, hit 3, select 8 is stiff EQ. So, all right, and then it should bring up a box that looks like this. It should say Y1. If you're doing more than one, it would say Y2 or whatever, but the first time it's going to say Y1. And then you put in, it has an equals, and then it has a box here, and that's where you're going to put in your differential equation. So the first one we're going to look at is just y. So the graph of the derivative is equal to y. Now, you can't put y in because you might have several y's, so you should put y1 and just type y in 1. And so give that a go. And see what you get. You should get a slope field to come up, and it should look like this. It might be, you might, if you really want to see it look like this, I guess you could zoom in. You press 4, 3, and hit enter, and you can zoom. It zooms way in. But anyway, so you can see that this is what comes up on your calculator. So you have a picture, a visualization, and it's called a slope field of the differential equation. Okay, so that's how you do it on your calculator. All right, so let's move on to see how you do it yourself. So you have to plot them yourself, and I will show you how to do the second one first, because the second one I kind of have to do the long way. If you have a calculator, you could just do it that way, but since this is a non-calculator, you're going to have to figure out for yourself. So here's what you're thinking. You're thinking, I'm going to get each one of these dots as a point. And so I'm going to put an x and a y, and then I'm going to solve my y minus 2x here with those two numbers. So the first one I'm going to do is 0, 0. So when 0, 0, that would be 0 minus 0, so I have 0. And that means the slope is 0 there. So we're graphing the slopes. Okay, this is like local slope info. Okay, so the next one I want to do is 1, 0. So 1, 0 would be 0 minus 2, so -2. So now -2 would be about like that. And then I want to do 2, 0, and that would be 0 minus 4, so even steeper for that one. Okay, so then you want to go to, I kind of draw a line. Let's see, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so we'll do that. So that would be 1 minus 0, so your slope is 1 right here. And then this would be 1 minus 2, so that would be negative 1 right here. So negative 1. And then 2 is, this line is 1 minus 4, so negative 3. So a steeper negative. Okay, and then we'll do the last one up here in quadrant 1, 0 and then 2, 2, 2. So 0, 1, 2, and 2, 2, 2. Okay, and so it would be 2 minus 0, so 2, a little steeper. And then 2 minus 2, which is 0, so 0 right here. And then 2 minus 4, so negative 2 right here. And then you would continue on and do that with all 4. So let's see, if I have, let's see, next one would be, I'll do it again, x, y, and y minus 2x. Whoops. So I'm going to do negative 1, or like x is 0, y is negative 1, and negative 2. So when x is 0, so I'm going to do these. So that would be negative 1 minus 0, so negative 1. And negative 2 minus 0, so negative 2. And then I'll do 1, negative 1, and 1, negative 2. So negative 1 minus 2 would be negative 3. So like that. And by the way, these are just the best you can do. This is negative 2 minus 2, so negative 4. And then I would do 1, let's see. Oh, this one was negative 4. I did the wrong one. So now I have to go, let me erase that one. X is 2, 2, and we have negative 1, negative 2. So that would be negative 1 minus 2 times 2. So negative 1 minus 4, so you get negative 5. And then this one would be negative 2 minus 4 again, so that'd be negative 6. And then you would do this last one, and it comes out, go ahead and do it on your own, but I get it like this, and a little less, and then sloping not quite as much. And then the last one is negative 1, just kind of do this one, negative 1, negative 2. So that would be negative 2 plus 2, so 0. So you get a 0 right here. So it looks like you got a 0 here, a 0 here, and a 0 here. 0, 0, 0. All right, so that's the very long way, because this, and you might could do it in your head, but it's harder for me to do that one in my head. If I come over, I want to do this one next. I can do this without making a table. So you can just be thinking, okay, I have 0 times 0, so I have a slope of 0 here. And then, 1 times 1 is 1, so I have a slope of 1. And then I have 2 times 2, which is 4, so that would have a slope of 4. This is 1 times 0, so these will all be zeros, right? And then right here, I'm doing this one. I have 2 times 1, so that's a slope of 2. And right here, 2 is maybe like that, because if that's 4. And then this one, I have 2. 1 times 2 is 2. So those two are parallel. Okay, then going over here, I have 0 times 1 is 0, 0, and of course these would be 0 and 0. Okay, and all right, so, and it doesn't look like they put dots on these. I put them on these, but I put them in anyway. So this again would be 0, 0. All right, so then going in quadrant 2, -1 times 1 is -1. -1 times 2 is -2. Over here, -2 times 1 is -2. And -2 times 2 is -4. And see how you can do it in your head. -1 times -1 is +1. -2 times -2 is +4. This would be +2. And this one would be +2 also. And then lastly, -1 times 1 would be -1, and this would be -2, and this would be -2, and this would be -4. So that you can do it in your head. And if it's a little harder to do the function in your head and get it right, because you need to get it right, then you need to just make a little table. And usually when these are on the AP exam, and you do have to plot them, but usually they give you like 6 points. So it doesn't really take you that long, even if you had to do a table. Okay, so that's the end of this video.